Hello and welcome back to the Elsie version. Today we are in Micah chapter 5. So it was just talking about the day of the Lord rescuing Zion and the mountain of the Lord and him coming back and all this other stuff. So we're just going to jump into verse 1 of chapter 5. Now muster you your troops, O daughter of troops. Siege is laid against us. With a rod they strike the judge of Israel on the cheek. But you, O Bethlehem, Eberetha, who are too little to be among the clans of Judah, from you shall come forth for me one who is to be ruler in Israel, whose coming forth is from of old, from ancient days. So this is not talking about the birth of Christ and how he came from Bethlehem, right? Therefore, this is the Messiah. Therefore he shall give them up until the time when she who is in labor has given birth. Then the rest of his brothers shall return to the people of Israel. And he shall stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God. And they shall dwell secure, for now he shall be great to the ends of the earth. And he shall be their peace. So this is talking about Jesus being our good shepherd already, way ahead of time. When the Assyrian comes into our land and treads in our palaces, then we will raise against him 7 shepherds and 8 princes of men. They shall shepherd the land of Assyria with the sword, and the land of Nimrod at its entrances, and he shall deliver us from the Assyrian when he comes into our land and treads within our border. I don't know what this is referencing. Verse 7. Then the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many peoples, like the dew from the Lord, like showers on the grass, which delay not for a man, nor wait for the children of man. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the nations, in the midst of many peoples, like a lion among the beasts of the forest, like the young lion among the flocks of sheep, which when it goes through, treads down and tears in pieces, and there is none to deliver. There's been Psalms that I feel like are very similar to this verse 8. All right, verse 9. Your hand shall be lifted up over your adversaries, and all your enemies shall be cut off. And in that day, declares the Lord, I will cut off your horses from among you, and will destroy your chariots, and will cut off the cities of your land, and throw down all your strongholds. And I will cut off sorceries from your hand, and you shall have no more tellers of fortune. And I will cut off your carved images and your pillars from among you, and you shall bow down no more to the work of your hands. And I will root out your Asherah images from among you, and destroy your cities. And in anger and wrath I will execute vengeance on the nations that did not obey. Okay. So remnant of Israel will be saved, but to everybody else, the Lord's like, you're going to get hosed. But let's go back to verse 14, verse 13, right? Again, they were making these pillars, they were making these things to the goddess Asherah, which had to do with fertility, I think. And you'll no longer bow down to the work of your hands, which honestly is crazy. It really is crazy. But as you can see, he goes from war and wealth and power to witchcraft, as he's talking about cutting things off, and idolatry. And he says, in anger and in wrath I will execute vengeance on the nations that did not obey. That, low-key, terrifying. Stand by it. Terrifying. Anyway, so it's been talking about the Messiah, then it talked about the remnant that will be saved, but then it also, and I think this part about the Assyrians and the 7 shepherds and 8 princes, I think that is partially why Israel was so confused. Well, you said you were going to fight. You said we weren't going to be taken by Assyria. And then why aren't you overthrowing Rome? So, anyway, that's Micah 5. Tomorrow we will, Lord willing, come back for Micah 6. And that's all we have for today, folks.